What up, fish people? Kenny E and the lovely Danny E here for another Sunday night in shenanigans. I'm going live from the prison.
From the prison.
Mixing it up tonight. I am in the recliner with a nice fireplace with my beautiful daughter over my head. Figured this would be a good spot to stream. Change it up on you guys. So we'll say the hellos right quick.
Quit eating your fruit snacks.
Eating my fruit snacks. Trying to get rid of this gunk I got. First in tonight was Miss Carol. Carol, sorry to hear you're not feeling well, sister. I hope you get a fast recovery, feel better soon. Eugene, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, sir. Tampa Tom, good to see you. J&N Aquatics, how's it going? Byron Bowman, it was great to see you today.
We didn't get to talk to him much because he was out. He had to go back home to his lovely bride there had a wardrobe malfunction on the way to the show today.
Aqua Negro, good to see you. Al Wet Sox, good to see you this morning in the member stream as well. Great to see you. Lisa NJ, always a pleasure. Nathan Hovey, how are you, sir? Chris Aquazone, good to see you. Mr. Chris Aquazone, Sue will be one of us Pacific Northwest folks, it sounds like. So I'm sure we will be hanging out with him a little more.
Stop eating.
You're such a downer.
I know.
Window Liquor says, Fruity Poops Kitty. Copley Creek Aquatics, welcome. Well, Danny and I had a very fishy weekend.
Yeah, we really
started
did.
Saturday with a swap. Well, actually, my night started Friday night. I was up till, about 11 doing the plans. It was about the time we went to bed.
Yes. Lisa and Jay says Danny Downer.
Yeah, Danny Downer. Dennis Tritchison, welcome. Pass and win, good to see you.
So anyway,
Atita,
11
welcome.
o'clock.
Huh?
You were talking about it up till 11 o'clock.
Yeah, no. You know me, I'm ADD, honey. So we up bagging plants till about 11, and I was going to get up at 5 a.m. the next morning, but my brain, if I know I got work to do, I'm just in there, could not turn my brain off. So I got up at about 3:30 or so, drank some coffee. Then Danny woke up at 4:30. She goes, how long have you been up? Just kind of got on me. I said, I've been up since 3:30. Why? So anyway, yesterday was kind of tough. I got home from the swap meet. I think I gave Danny a kiss, put the fish away, and I think I was out for a little bit. She was heading to her friend's house anyway, so it's not like she missed anything. Sketty Nona. So we got a send over from Fish Tree. Thank you, Alex. Greatly appreciated. Asaya, welcome. Kara C, good to see you.
Alex says hi. It says Fishery says hi.
Yep, Fish Tree says hi. Susan Moore, it was great to see you yesterday. Sue and I had booths right next to each other, so that was awesome. Usually her and I are like across the room from each other, so we don't get to talk much. And I figured something out about Sue, Danny, yesterday.
What did you figure out?
Sue is the female version of MacGyver. I don't care what problem comes up, Sue's got you covered at a swap, man. Fish are starting to act like they're cold. Out comes these big electric heating pads. Bam, bam, on both of my tables. There you go, Kenny.
I like that.
Kenny has a coincidence. Phil's Spills his energy drink all over the floor. Here comes Sue with a big old thing of paper towels. So
She
Sue, from
sounds
here on
like
out, you and I will be swap buddies.
I'm glad there's somebody taking care of you at these things.
Yeah, she's somebody I'm sure glad we made friends with. It's been a blast with her. Aquatic Moose, what's going on, brother? Coming in with the Fishery says hi. Melissa Skinner, hello. Same message. Kaylish, what's going on, Amisa? Oh, there's Miss Howley. Freaky Fish Lady, good to see you. Anthony
Mel
First
Wall.
Class, what's going on? Mel Wall, good to see you.
Jonas McGee.
Jonas McGee, welcome.
Goodness, getting on ya. Group greetings.
Yeah, Cora picked up some shrimp from us yesterday.
Ken's picked up another cold.
I still think this cold's from our
He's
friend's
had
grandchild.
no, he has had COVID. Then immediately after COVID, he got the flu. Then he got the flu again. Now he's got a cold. So yes, we want him to eat his little fruit snacks because
Danny
they're high.
has loaded me up with my Juicy Bursts, real fruit juice. And on the back it says loaded with vitamin C. Not to
So
mention these are extremely tasty. The only problem with them is I am what's the best way to put it? I am very addictive type personality, and I will blow through 18 of these bags in about 10 minutes.
I'm not kidding you. He will eat that many fruit snacks. So
And I
I
will go through
didn't tell him they were in the house.
I
and
will go
he
through a
found
40
them.
count in about 3 days. Jesse Lee, welcome to the stream.
And the 186 element. Hello. And for sure. That's a great name. For sure. Thank you, Aquatic Moose. It's a new shirt I got. It's very
Normally,
festive.
if you're new to my channel, I do stream in front of either them tanks, that tank over there, those tanks over there, or got this one here. Tonight, I was feeling, after the weekend of events, chill out on my favorite spot in the house to sit. And that's why I'm in front of this this evening.
Lisa NJ wants to know what else Susan's going to pull out of her bag.
I'm telling you, the woman has everything, Lisa. I mean, there's people that come to an event organized, and then there's people over the top. She has got everything to make that. She has her own like gadgetry where it's like this rack system where you feel like you're going to a pet store, but you're at a swap. She'll have all of her little guppies and whatever else she's selling on display. And then when they decide they want to buy it, she grabs it and bags it like you're at a fish store right there on the spot. Yeah, you could learn a lot from Miss Sue. She knows her stuff.
Lumpy Dog says, is Kenny allowed in societies without Danny's supervision? Lumpy Dog, the greatest thing is that not only does it take a village to raise a child, it takes the fish fam to take care of Kenny.
The 186 element, welcome to the stream. And Lumpy Dog, it's good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. It's great to see you. There's Mr. Atkins. I got to see him yesterday, too. There's Cora Works. Got to see him as well. So we got to see quite a few of our local folks. There's Sage, Cave of Wonders.
And
We got to
Bambi
see her
McCluskey.
today.
I like
There's
that
Sam
name.
the Man. Danakin, he says, what's going on, Sam? Evie Lucas. I got to see
Hello.
you today and yesterday. Philip Skipper, good to see you. Slauzers, welcome.
Bambi, what a cute name.
Atkins been a member for 22 months. He says, was great to see you yesterday. Yes, that's right, Cora Works. Hashtag real fruit juice.
Melissa Skinner's watching from New Zealand. That's a place I want to visit.
Danny and I are hoping at the end of this year, if not next year, we're finally going to hit Australia. We're going to go down there and see a bunch of our
Ken,
Australian
what is that?
buddies. Huh?
What's that? Thump, 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 thump.
What thump, 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 thump?
Am I the only one that's heard the thump, 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 thump? That.
Okay, I know what it was. It was me trying to move my mouse.
Stop.
Patrick Fishes, welcome. Stevens P, welcome. Jeff King, good to see you. Fish Canada, Tropic Canada, good to see you.
Philip Skipper says, yeah, Fishery kicked us out.
History kicks us out. Charles Vaughn, welcome.
Boop, boop. Easy.
Clodger says he's addicted to drinking his fish tank water.
Oh.
Well, I'm a ways behind all of a sudden. There's Mr. Alex. Welcome, Alex. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm a ways behind, man.
Atina, what's tonight's subject? Have you never been to a Daniken stream?
You never know what you're going to get here, guys.
Well, you know, Ken's been having problems. I think maybe we ought to start off with Alzheimer's. So my poor husband, after I cooked him dinner, he goes into the kitchen. He goes, Danielle, you left the stove on again. I'm like, sorry. Because I keep leaving the stove on every time I keep fix Kenny. So the other morning, the very next morning, Ken's shaving his face and getting ready for work. Now, Ken, show him what you did.
So anyway, I get to work and I'm sitting there talking to a customer, and I have a habit. I'm always touching my face kind of when I'm doing things. And I felt this side, and it's whiskery as could be. I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to shave. Then I went on this side, it was smooth as a baby's butt. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I had literally shaved my face halfway. It's like I got started on this side, and then I got started on my hair and everything else, and forgot to go back and get the other side. That was not too much fun.
So then, later that same night, I go in and Ken's got the dog's water bowl. And I walk into the kitchen, and we'd been talking in the bedroom for probably a half an hour. I go back out into the kitchen to get something to drink, and there's the dog bowl being filled with water, and it's overflowing. And Ken must have left it overflowing for like 25 minutes, maybe half an hour. And I said, Ken, how long have you been filling this water bowl? Doggone it, I forgot it.
This is why I like Lisa India. She's coming to my rescue. Ken, don't feel bad. I've done a whole leg and forgot to do the other one before. That's okay, Lisa. Then you're satisfying both men. Some men like it hairy, some men like it smooth, so you got it both covered.
And then Ken goes to pour a glass of orange juice, and he's standing there, he's talking to me, and this is immediately after I shut off the water and put the dog bowl on the floor. Ken takes the orange juice and misses the glass. There's orange juice all over the counter. And I'm like, oh my gosh. It was just a bad night. But then
I do too have a dog. She's right there, Moose. We have a dog.
A dog.
Huh, Shiva?
No.
It's like, get that camera off of me.
Hello, Alex. How are you doing? Oh.
Well, yeah, we had a great weekend. Had a great time at the swap yesterday. Lots and lots of people there. I guess the final count was almost 400 people there were the final numbers. This was a new location that we haven't done with the swap yet. It was out in Beaverton, Oregon. And they did it at a church, which I was like, a church. But they had like this conference room at this church, which worked out perfectly. So nice bathrooms in there, a nice warm place. So yeah, I hope we do it there again. It was a good one. The next swap's going to be in June, and that's going to be the ginormous Aquarium Expo. and that's going to be at the Albany Expo Center. And I'm looking forward to it. Myself and Alex with Fish Tree will both be speaking at that event. And there'll be more to come. So we're looking forward to that.
Stephen P, hello. And Foxy Fishes, hello. And I'm not sure if Ken already said hi. I think he said hi to Melissa Skinner. But Jeff King and Tropical Fish Canada, nice. And then Charles Vaughn the second, hello, hello. Peplin says 3 years. Damn, that went fast.
Yeah, it does.
I remember when you were bugging us to get that going.
Peplin is the only reason I probably have memberships. He would not quit until I fired him up.
Passing Wind wants to know what happens when the sorbitol kicks in from your snacks. Oh, Lisa MJ, gummies.
Oh, that's too bad for sure. The swaps are great, man. The only problem if you're a vendor there, what usually ends up happening is you spend all your profits on other cool stuff you're seeing.
So Jeff Kane gave us a poop, 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 and smiley face and a face. Been members for 6 months.
Lonnie, what's going on, brother? Haven't seen you in a while. It's great to see you.
Why am I so far behind in
We
chat?
got a ton of people in here tonight, so the chat is buzzing.
That's okay. It's a good problem to have.
Cap, welcome to the stream. Southern Wisconsin Fish Swap today was killer. Awesome. I wish I could be there with you guys. I'm from the Midwest. I grew up in Rockford. I still got property up in Lake Castle Rock, Wisconsin. Love that area up there. That is where I plan to spend my summers.
Susan Moore said you should go camping with me, Kenny.
Danny and I are down for camping for sure.
Especially if there's a lake and we can use the boat.
I'm going to upgrade the camping gear before I get full-fledged into camping, though.
Nathan obviously went Kenora or cave. You want a warm place, Kenny?
Yes, I'm going to have an RV where I can crank up the heat. Lisa NJ's been a member for 36 months. She says, happy 3rd membership day. Plushy Aquatics, what's up, Chris? Haven't seen you in a while there. Man, all you old cool people are coming in. Loving it.
186 Element says, did I say spy a Yellowstone t-shirt? God, I love that place. Yes, I went camping
My wife
there.
got this for me.
Because I go camping way more than Ken do.
My Yellowstone, I think I went through Yellowstone at about 10:30 at night.
So Alex wants to know, any fish spawning this week, guys?
We've always got banded gunions spawn almost weekly. We've got more fresh batches of super reds, longfin albinos.
And Mallory's.
Yes, our Mallory's are breeding like crazy. Our banded African banded barbs, which, by the way, I got those with Alex. He's the one who coerced me into getting those.
And they're having babies.
What was that place's name, Alex? Are you still in here? What the heck is the name of that place?
Wasn't that Aquatic Zen or something like that?
Yeah, it was aquatic. It was that Aquatic Zen or whatever it's called up there.
Yeah. And then we also have multifasciatus spawning. We have the
Catapatatus.
Catopunctatus.
Neolambrologus catapatatus.
You almost had it. I think Alex.
That's why I
asked you
just
that
call
question.
them punks. Susan Moore says, I would love to go camping with you, Danny. I don't know, because Danny is like, when you go camping, she's got all the gadgetry for camping. You and Sue got together. I'd almost be scared to see what would happen.
Oh my gosh. I am so prepared for camping. So I have everything you could possibly need for camping. I have all my little totes.
And Danny and I, after this weekend, we still got about 3 or 4 more tanks full of guppies, but we're getting closer to hitting our goal of, I mean, literally, when I get the rest of this rack system situated, that is
Tell them
12
what we
tanks
did
gone.
with that this week.
What's that?
Tell them what we did with that this week.
Well,
I
with all
should
the
say
plants?
you did this week.
Come on, yanking all the plants out?
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't it was only 10 rows or 12 tens in this rack, but you would not have believed the amount of plants we yanked out of this thing.
Yeah, there was a lot.
And we were excited to get it tore down.
Well, thank
We're
you,
trying to-
Jonas.
We started this quest with 87 tanks, and I think now we're definitely in the 70s finally. But our goal is to get down to 30 to 40. 30 would be primo, 40 would be okay. We got an electric bill this month of over $1,200, and I'm like, we can't keep rocking this. And it's not the tank's fault solely; it's because of the tanks, though, that I had to turn the entire heating system in the house, which it's that horrible 1960s coil ceiling heat, which, I don't even turn it on upstairs because all it's going to do is heat the attic. But I mean, you could literally go out when that is on and watch the electric just turn and turn and turn. Alex has been a member for 24 months. My credit card lapsed 2 years back. Member 37 lost. Oh, I didn't know that, Alex. No worries.
So Jonas McGee says, I joined sub. Thank you for subbing. We can always use the subs.
What's going on, George? It was good to see you today, my friend. And George will be going directly after us this evening. He decided he is going to stream. And so if you want to continue to be in the stream life, George will be going at 7 o'clock. We'll drop the link closer to the 7 mark.
Cave of Wonders says pat, pat, pat.
Now, we were talking about Florida fish collecting. I actually did that with Father Fish, Chattanooga, and James when I was on the Fish Fam tour across America. I've got a lot of videos on it where James was up to his neck in alligator-infested water collecting. I wasn't that brave. I only went up to about the waist, and my eyes were always searching, man. Believe it or not, I was more scared of the alligator snapping turtles than I was the alligators.
Now, snapping turtles actually scare the bejeebies out of me. I'm always afraid one of those big old suckers is going to comp right on my foot, take my foot right off.
I was traumatized as a child. I always got up early and went fishing, and my grandparents would come down and get the fish, clean them up, and it'd be our breakfast. So that morning, I kid you not, I caught walleye, I caught perch, I caught almost every species of fish in the lake. Had it on my stringer, and I could hardly wait from the excitement for my grandfather to come down so I could show off this stringer of fish. So I reached down to get the stringer. It's not coming, man. And I'm like, what the heck? Finally, it flings me back, and I land on my butt. Up comes the stringer, all fish heads. A dang snapping turtle came and stole every one of my fish off of that stringer. But he only left the heads. He must not like the heads. My grandpa's like, oh, I'm so sorry, Kenny. That must have been a turtle. The second bad thing is once they figure out a place that they can get food, they don't leave. So it ruined my fishing for a couple of days.
Ian said Kat and him are planning a camping trip. They just need to get some gear. Come with us. All you need is sleeping bags. I got cots. I got all the stuff. tents, everything else.
Unbelievable fish story or fish aquarium memory. What would you say would be our fondest memory? I don't know. There's
Of
so
what?
many. He asked, do you have a favorite unforgettable or unforgettable fish story or fish aquarium memory?
Fish memory. There's so many things that have gone on in our lives. I've had some horrific ones that stand out.
I don't want to talk about those.
No.
I mean, one of our most exciting times of late is when we got our colony of L236 super whites. That was a big one for me. I mean, that has been my holy grail fish for a very long time.
Yep,
And
that's true.
we got a nice colony of, what is it, 14 down there?
16, I thought it was.
Was it
I don't
16?
know.
Yeah, but I mean, I found a guy. He was getting out of the hobby. He gave me an incredible deal on him.
Yeah.
And exciting thing, I guess, to continue the story, the thing that was exciting about it, last month, I was getting ready to put Danny's caves in that she had made, and I dumped one of them out, and two of the plecos fell out with a bunch of eggs. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I just did that. So I put those back in. They haven't bred again since then, so I'm probably going to pay a penalty for a month or two. But the exciting news is I think I'll probably by this time next year be sitting on L236 super white eggs, or babies, hopefully.
Yeah, and that we've had them for how long have we had them now? A year and a half, something like
I
that.
think it's like a year and a half now.
So
Yes,
we've watched
Salzers,
these babies grow up.
we have a small colony of zebra plecos. We got 4 of them. We do plan to get more down the road. Danny and I have been down the pleco bug for about 3-4 years now. We've really, currently we have, let me think now. We got L134 leopard frogs. We've got L236 RB line, L236 super whites, L333 king tigers, albino longfin and super red bristlenose, L397s, L46.
Yes.
I'm trying to think, Danny. I know I'm missing. I don't want to miss any of our babies.
82s.
Huh?
82s.
Yeah, the L82s. How could I forget those?
Yeah, how could you forget those?
That
Those
is
are like
cool
the
fish
most
too. If you guys have never kept them, I
gorgeous.
highly recommend them. Such a neat pleco.
They're a little bit larger than the bristlenose, so they run to
Yeah, they're going to get about, I think the
7
males
inches.
get up to about 7 inches.
Yeah. But they're such a spectacularly vivid fish, and they don't hide as much as all the other fish do, the other plecos. The other plecos like to hide. These ones, you can see some out almost at all times. So that's a really cool pleco to have.
Father says they're 300 Canadian up there. I will never find a 2-inch pleco in my 55. I can barely see my Aquazan 397.
Says Nathan Hovey. Danny, pretty please let me know if caves are all available. I need to make some more. I have not had a chance
We keep
yet.
trying to keep up. Problem is we've got a lot of pleco breeders in the fish fam. So like people have been putting orders in at 30 at a time. So once it doesn't take long to knock out the 100 that she makes.
Yeah.
This is pretty record. This last time, I think, what did we sell out in less than a week?
Yeah. But I do plan on going up and getting some more clay and working on that over the next couple weeks, Nathan. I do need to get some more made. I need some more for myself too. I still haven't made myself enough. Oh my goodness. You guys, I'm so far behind in chat. I apologize. Apologies.
Oh my goodness.
What
Jason!
Jason!
We're talking about you on the way home this evening. Good to see you, partner. What's up, Mike?
Mike says, same. I'm probably going to get some variegated wisteria, variegated pennywort too, but I'm worried to ship in this weather. It's hit or miss right now. But if they can put a heat pack in there, you should be okay, but not burn the plants. That's the tricky part.
Philip, one of my worst situations with filters, we had a yo-yo loach one time. You know how the old penguins had that intake that the thing would fall off once in a while? Well, he made his way all the way up the intake, and I found him. I woke up the next morning to that same type of thing, a horrible grinding noise. And when I opened up the filter, in there was that yo-yo loach. He'd been beheaded by that propeller on that penguin. What's up, Richard Reynolds? Good to see you. Lady Diane, good to see you.
Plushy Aquatics. Hello, hello, hello. And Johnny at Dan's Fish.
A super white, I don't know. It's just all in taste. He says it's a super white. It's not a super white zebra pleco. It's a super white L236. Zebra is a separate entity. It's a L46. But I love all of them equally, I would say. I mean, each of them have their own characteristic. But as a whole, Danny and I have always been in love with the striped type plecos.
Black and white, too. I mean, we seem to be drawn to the black and white plecos.
Our King Tigers are the white and black version. Our 236s are all the whites. And the leopard frogs have a lot of yellow in them, so I guess we went outside of that on those. The 397s are different. They're red and black striped. But we've always had a thing for the striped ones. We like them.
But the 082s are a big departure because they're not striped at all. They've got big spots all over them, and they're so distinctive and absolutely breathtaking. Just love that fish. Yeah, he's right. Alex said the 236 super white's really beautiful, but not natural, but stunning. It's a color morph kind of. It's been bred for the majority to be white rather than more evenly distribute.
Ours are finally old enough, Alex, to get the spawn, and we're going to finally get them all together. I told my wife, no matter what, we're saying no to everybody. Next weekend, I am having a fish weekend at home. I want to be able to nap when I want to nap. I want to relax, do nothing but play with my fish.
We need to get Ken healthy again.
Yeah, I've just been running too hard for the last 6 months. We just need to take a break and chill, because I know in about another month and a half, Danny will have me running again like a mad person every weekend. She'll be wanting to drive hours on end to take the boat out here and boat out there.
Richard Reynolds, hello. Go with the flow aquatics. I like the name, Richard. I love it. That's great.
Yeah, I didn't realize how popular the King Tigers are right now. I mean, at one point there were 2 or 3 people all wanting the King Tigers at once yesterday. I sold 2 bags of them.
Yeah. Crazy.
What's going on, Bubble Off? He's from Indiana. We got a lot of Midwest folk in here today. I feel like I'm at home. New Dad, what is going on, brother? It's great to see you.
He says naps are my jam.
Zoo, welcome. We just had a nap right before we came on there, Liquid Zoo. When you're in your 50s, naps are your buddy.
Yes, Plushy Aquatic says, come down to Cali.
Danny and I are going to try to make the Findig this year. It just depends on what that's the same month as the Aquarium Expo. We did make an executive decision to cancel our Aquarama this year. Danny and I, she just got on me. She didn't want me putting any more stress that I've already got on myself, because I haven't been doing well lately with health. I've been a little down and out, so we're trying to get me back to my normal self.
Catching every bug, and that's not like Kenny. Hey, 503 Aquatics. Hello. How you doing?
Good to see you, Shanna.
Ooh. Johnny says, that being said, I'm sitting on quite a few long-fin green dragons. I love the green dragons. You know, we also have, did you mention that we had the 397s?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Then we have other plecos that we're not trying to breed, just have them in the house too. I mean, we love plecos.
Yeah.
I've got a couple different types of royal plecos. We've got flash plecos. We got clown plecos. We got one. Is ours a blue dragon or green dragon? I always forget.
Blue. Ours is a blue dragon.
Then we got a ginormous snowball in Danny 75. We see him about once every other year. He likes to hang out in the big log in there. And then you have two other plecos in there that we haven't seen in a while. What? There's a candy cane in there and a clown pleco.
And then there's one big albino pleco. I wish I could get my long fin super reds back. I loved those. Somebody told me that you can't breed a long fin and get long fins. And I was like, who was telling us that? Because they're very wrong.
Yeah, because our long fins breed, and we get about 70% long fin, 30% short fin.
So, Fish Tropic Canada says, Kenny, find yourself some Shilajit pure resin. In a few weeks, you'll start feeling normal again. During this sickness, people who lack trace elements sweat them out, etc. I swear by this stuff. He may need that. Totally.
Write that down, Danny, so we don't forget it.
Yes, sir.
I'm willing to try anything. And again, guys, normally I'm not even myself on the streams. I'm a lot more energy than what I've been last few months. So I want to get back to my normal hyper self. I don't know if Danny can handle it, but at least I'll feel right.
Boots and Cats and Gina's Reef. Hello, George, RB3. Good to see you today.
Good to see you, Gina.
So George says, I'll be at the Findig. Heard there's maybe some zebra plecos from a local Cali breeder.
Chicken soup suppositories. No, thanks.
So Tabarak Aquatic says, I'm partial to the large cactus type plecos. Cactus plecos?
I've seen those. They're similar to the gold nuggets, aren't they?
I am looking them up because, they are pretty. But larger. They're a little bit larger. Neat. Neat. So I learned something new. I didn't know there was ones called cactus plecos.
Well, the thing that's interesting as they're describing it on what I'm looking at, it says L114 leopard cactus pleco, and then over here it says L600 leopard.
Ken, we can't see your face because it's a phone. Surf City Cichlid says, Kenny, I've been getting every bug this year too. Sucks. I missed Skipper's trip out to Cali. Oh, that's so terrible. I'm sorry. Yeah, Ken has really been through it.
The only good thing that came from it, I think I've lost like 15 pounds. That's good.
Alex says, I'm doing it. I'm jumping into full-size rainbows this month.
Oh, man, now these guys are spitting all kinds. There's another one I don't think I've ever seen.
What?
L519.
See, they're going to get us too into plecos that we'll never get out of them.
And then we'll be back up to 80 tanks before you know it.
I know. We're trying to downsize.
Oh, Danny, this one is really cool. It's all tan with like leopard stripes going through.
Well, if you really like it, save the... Oh, that is pretty. That is very pretty. Okay.
I think this is one of them that gets huge, though. Oh, they only get 4 to 5 inches.
Oh, that's good. That's the size of a
Oh,
bristlenose.
dang you. Who's the one that suggested that one? Where is he at? Brandon Lightcap, dang it. That is cool fish.
Yeah, Johnny says
The
the
Tabarek says L600 are better than the L114s.
but Johnny says that the L15 stays small. Really cool. Passing wind. Why? What is the $100 million for, or whatever number that is? A red fin Bruno Pleco. Genius Reef says, "Hey, 4 to 5 inches average."
Yes. Which
True.
means I've already taken mental ownership. Thanks, Gina. Now I'm gonna look. Oh, 519.
So Branton Lightcap says, Johnny, funny you mentioned that. I got green dragons and plan on doing that if it works out. And that was mixing the green dragons with something else, if I recall correctly. I can't find it. Things are going too fast for me tonight.
Johnny, do you have 519s in stock right now?
Plushy Aquatics is just laughing.
See, I don't like buying them from these.
He says we do. Johnny says we do.
Oh, damn it.
Gina is helping me out. Can you email my wife that? Alex, I just got what you said, because Gina goes, "Hey, 4 to 5 inches is average," and then she goes, "Sorry, I couldn't help myself." And then Alex is like, "Yeah, Gina's helping me out. Can you email my wife that?" See, things are going too fast for me to put this stuff together, and I just did. Funny, Gina. Oh my gosh.
No comment.
Kalish says 92 takes. No.
We've actually been doing good, guys. We're in the 70s. That's huge for us.
I know. I can't even believe that Ken got all the plants out of those.
I mean, every time I see my last little fish coming out of a tank, I almost want to cry. But the thing that makes it easier on me is I know they're going. I've been releasing them to a lot of the fish swaps, and then a lot of the fish fams have been buying from. So I know that if I ever have a hankering to have that fish again, I'll be able to get it back. That's what makes it easier for me.
Yeah. Night Owl Aquatic says, "I got L519s. Want to trade?"
I'd be down for some trading, Night Owl. Notes. Guppies are from Europe.
I don't know.
What's up, Skipper?
I don't know if you thought you read that right. Notes guppies are from Europe. Is there a thing as a note guppy? Or is that was just that just a typo?
Guppies. Okay, I didn't see the notes guppies.
No. I don't know. I don't see
I'm
anything
not
in
even
notes
going.
coming.
That is a
I think it
gorgeous
was
cup. And it's all like a all white color with a almost like a Dumbo red mosaic tail.
huh. Tabarak Aquatic says, I hate when people say Holy Grail Pleco. Every time you find that Holy Grail Pleco, then you discover that there's another one. True.
Yes.
But when you've wanted something for as many years as you can remember, since you very first heard
Forever,
about it,
Danny's and I's was the L46, which
which I
thanks to a
had
gentleman,
one.
we will call him John Fish, is what I call him, because he doesn't like his name released on here. But he was such a good friend. He knew that I really wanted some. I had some that I was going to be getting from the same guy, the Super Whites, that I got them from. And a person that I thought I was friends with found out I was going up on Saturday, ran up on Thursday, and bought them all up from him. So John knew this. So John just shows up one day with 4 zebra plecos for me and my wife. We about lost our minds.
Yeah.
They were
But-
cute little guys too, itsy bitsy cute ones.
But
So we get to watch them grow up for the next 5 to 10 years. And
yeah. So, but we're also gonna give him some of the
Super Whites.
Super Whites when we get a batch of those. Those will be the first ones I give away.
Or if Danny and I decide to pull the plug, we'll take over a colony of Super Whites to John because I know he'll keep them going. But John's also the one that gave us the F1 Altums behind Danny there. He gave us Zebra cars before. He's really taking care of my wife and I. We've become good friends with him.
Kalish. Moose, it's like chicken math. Bulls don't count, babies don't count, emptying cycling tanks don't count. The 3 breeding tanks for the Z is only 1 tank. It's chicken math. I like that. And Kayla says that tanks for live food don't count.
I mean, that's why I want to go down to California more than anything, because I want to be able to meet Amisa and I want to meet Sam.
Bless you, Kenny. Aquatic Muse says, exactly, Kalish. Shrimps don't count either.
Oh,
Shrimp tanks don't count either.
yeah, we did have that. It's telling you, duckweed and shrimp. If you start getting a duckweed buildup in your shrimp tanks, get it out of there, guys.
We've lost
I
2
lost
tanks.
2 of my shrimp colonies in the last 6 months due to duckweed.
Yep, because they start blocking too much light. The plants that are in the tank start to die, and then you get this buildup of rot pneumonia, and then kills everything.
Yeah, we lost our emerald greens and almost lost my entire colony of Bloody Marys, but the ones that I did save are doing great. Unfortunately, there was no saving any of the emeralds there. They all perished, unfortunately.
So, Tropical Fish Canada says, Kenny, make sure you get the live rest and no pill form. You mix it with your tea. Okay.
All right, I'll try that.
Ken drinks a lot of tea too, so.
How you doing, Miss Kimberly? Hope you and Roland are doing well. Seems like it's been years since we've seen you.
Hi. Yes. Kimberly, hello. Was just thinking about you yesterday. A lot.
Yeah, I'm going to be working on that this week myself, passing wind. I'm going to start getting all the duckweed out of my shrimp tank. Or excuse me, Gina said that. The wind I pass is 420 friendly. It might be a little friendly in this area too there, passing wind.
Kim says, I know. Let's do something about that. You are right. Yeah, so that's exactly what Ken and I are hoping to accomplish as well, is getting all the duckweed out of all the tanks. We've got to. I mean, I've spent hours doing it. It's just that we never kept up.
You know, I try to put some in my silver dollar tank, and they'll eat a little bit of it, but they always end up ultimately not eating nearly enough of it, Johnny. And then what ends up happening, the FX6 sucks it into there and then
It
crashes my
rots. Yep.
destroys. I've had a couple of tanks crash because of duckweed in the bigger tanks too. So I'd rather just eradicate it from this house altogether.
Whips World, Danny E. Hello.
What's going on, Whip? Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, that's a great idea. That's one thing that those and the Taiwan lilies, the shrimp love to mess and hang out on the Taiwan lilies. The other thing that they really like to get into is the guppy grass. So if you want to, and that's easy to remove and not get a bunch of shrimp caught in it. So
the other thing I'm about to ban from our fish house is hornwort. That stuff just makes a mess after a while.
Oh my gosh. Turbock Aquatics. If you get a holy grail fish and it perishes in 48 hours, does it still count? I guess so. Sad that would perish within 48 hours. There's something wrong with either the change that it went or the fish was sick. Yep.
Yeah, that's the other problem with duckweed in a shrimp tank. When you're cleaning it out, you got to be ultra careful that there aren't shrimp hitchhiking on the other side of it.
So that's why I use a hair pick. I use a plastic hair pick for like afros. Because if you run that under the duckweed, the shrimp are scared off of the bottom of it. And so I pick it up on the hair pick, and that works really well. Johnny says, hornwort is how one of my duckweed free tanks was reinfested. I know, isn't that terrible? And then they were selling Wolfinia, I think is the name of it. Is that right? At the swap today, somebody was selling Wolfinia, and I got that in one of my tanks. Or Wolfia. It's called Wolfia. Yeah. They say it's an extremely rare floating plant. Well, I had it infest one of our shrimp tanks downstairs. And it's the finest layer of littlest, teeniest, tiniest duckweed ever. But they were actually selling it today. And I'm like, why would you put that in your tank? Only Oscar said, I saw that hair pick move.
Actually, Pastor Wind, you use the pick to get the bulk of it out, and then Danny always goes through with a fine mesh net at the end and gets every little.
I get a shrimp
she can
net.
sit there for an hour, and she will not stop till every single little piece is out.
Well, because if you leave one piece, what's going to happen? Reinfests. It's terrible. Has anyone ever heard of fairy floaters? No. Fairy floater. Let me look it up. Fairy.
I think June was talking about because it was a member stream or something I was doing, and one of the mornings I was doing the duckweed stuff because I was doing one of the tanks. He goes, I got to see that move, but only from the rear.
So I'm not seeing anything about floaters. Let's see. Fairy floaters. Aquatic plants. Oh, oh, fairy moss. Azolla. Yes. I have seen that in person. It's actually really kind of cool. So, but it'll cover the whole tank, but it is really cool if that's what it is that you're talking about.
Yes, I'll show you real quick.
What?
Victor C was wanting to know if we have large tanks. So I'll get in front of this one for the last 2 or 3 minutes. But we have several tanks like this behind me.
That's the 110 in the living room.
Then we have a 240 down in the craft room.
We have a
That's
300.
That's our discus tank. And then we've got the 150 over there. There's a heavily planted tank. Danny's tank in the bedroom is the 75 heavily planted. And then the one beside her is nicely planted tank. That one beside her and the one in the bedroom are both going to be reset. Danny's going to have a 125 tall there when we're done for the Ultims. And then the 236s RV line that are in there are going to be getting their own tank finally. We've lost now, I think, a total of 3 spawns to those angelfish in that tank.
Yeah.
They've
Passing Wind says, I still love the giant fishbowl.
Yes, the giant fishbowl is a lot of people's favorite.
It's a pretty tank.
In this one, we've got Kubatai raspora, CPDs, blue dream shrimp, and then like 3 Amano shrimp right here.
2 Amano shrimp.
You can see the bunch of the blue dreams like to hang out over on this side.
Yep. Aquatic Moose. That bowl is so well balanced. It really is a great bowl. I love that thing.
I'm wishing I would have bought her 3 or 4 of them because they don't sell them anymore.
Oh. So Freaky Fish Later says, my cichlids eat any hair algae or duckweed in the vicinity. I wish mine did. Boots and Cats, Boots and Setzo says, are there any mods here? Why? What's going on? I haven't seen anything.
Somebody say something nasty?
I don't know. So Johnny says, my trout good kids are eating a lot of duckweed, but I sold them.
Johnny, I'm telling you, my banded gudgeons are breeding us out of house and home. These things. Now the baby's bred downstairs.
So, Mike, I had neon green raspboras. Ken keeps calling those are gubatais in that tank. But the neon green raspboras that I had in that tank before killed each other with only one left. And he may still be in there. I don't know if he's still in there. But yes, they were very aggressive with each other. Very aggressive little fish. I mean, but they're gorgeous.
All right, guys, I just dropped George's link. He'll be going live in 1 minute already, Danny. Dang.
I know. Where'd that time go?
I want to thank all of y'all for coming out tonight. And I want to thank all my moderators for keeping us safe. I want to thank all of our members and our super chatters. You guys are great. And, of course, all the lurkers and replay crew. And most of all, we want to thank all of you. God, at the end, still 56 of you still here with us.
Wow.
Greatly appreciate it. Head on over to George. Show him some love. Just stop in, say hello, whatever. We will see you the same time, same place next Sunday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And if you are a member, we do our members stream every Sunday morning, 9 a.m. You never know what you're going to get in that. Might be me doing water changes, might be us fishing, might be us on a road trip heading for a fish event. But we're always doing something different. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. We'll see you soon. And as always, love your fish. This is Kenny and Danny saying goodnight for now. Have a good one, guys.